All right, I'm getting word, folks, that I'm live, so I hope you're ready for some true crime in New York City. Before we start this run, we got a few things that we got to cover, a few bases we got to cover. First off, if you had a pad plugged in, this game will crash, so don't use pads in this game. Another important thing is in the volume mix, you need to set the voice volume to 0. Setting the voice volume to 0 skips all of the voice lines in this game, so it's going to be good. Don't worry, I'll point it out when it's happening. It's very good. The other thing is, if you're going to play this video game, you need to have a mouse with 9,000 DPI. I have a mouse with a DPI switch. Anything less than 9,000 and this game isn't really going to work. So this is an excellent video game. Happy to show it to all of you. Let's get going. This is Big Bad Game-a-thon 2019. Here we go. All right, so first things first, though, I have to get vengeance for my dad. We're 5 years in the past, and we just need to pop through this wall. Don't worry about any of this. I'll explain all of this as we're going through. I got to spawn these guys. I got to murder them. All right, we got vengeance for my dad, so now we can get to the real game. We're going to learn to be a police officer. This is True Crime New York City. The controls in this game can't be rebound, and they're all insane. So I have to do specific punches for all of these. For example, with this punch, I have to hit Control Shift A and left click at the same time in order to actually destroy that piece of foam. There's a lot of numpad in this game, so if you like using numpad in your PC games, this one will help you out. I have to hit numpad plus in order to throw this guy. In this section, we're doing a police tutorial, and what we're doing is we're doing exactly enough of the tutorial and then going out of bounds to skip to the end of the tutorial. So there, I did enough of the physical test, and then I just skipped right to the end. We're gonna do the same thing here with the shooting test. Spinners, they happen randomly. It's very unfortunate, but it slows me down from proceeding. That's a gun dive. Apparently grenades are used by the police, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. But now we've done enough of the shooting test, so we're just gonna try and force ourselves through this corner. This is my least favorite clip in the game, but whoop. There we go. Okay, a little slow, but we made it through in the end. Cool. Now it's time for the driving test. Thankfully, we don't actually do too much driving in this game. If you've never heard of this game before, True Crime New York City is a 2005 video game made by a studio called Luxaflux. They also made True Crime Streets of LA. They also made Vigilante 8. And they also made so Activision, the publisher of this game, was like, hey, GTA games are great. Hey, Luxaflux, can you make us some GTA style games? And True Crime New York City has some very expensive voice actors. It has like Christopher Walken, and it's got some really good licensed music, but the game is half-baked. In the PC port of this, all the animations are sped up, so it's a little bonkers. As with the other tests, we don't actually need to do everything in the test. We can basically just roll through all these pedestrians, but the most important thing we're going to do is hit this baby carriage, which is legally required for every run of this game. All right, so we learned how to be a police officer. Now we're going to learn how to change our clothes and get cars from the garage. We're just gonna piece out of the wall here, and so by clipping out of the wall and just jumping in here, we're able to skip the locker and garage tutorial, which is a lot of fun. Now we're gonna get to driving. As I said, we don't do too much driving in this game, but when we do drive, we usually drive with the camera facing the other way. The reason we do that is to despawn traffic. Well, usually. I'm not gonna pretend that it's perfect, but it usually despawns traffic. As I said, though, this game does have good licensed music. It's if I were to make an argument for why True Crime New York City is good, it would basically be the licensed music, and that's about it. So, but yeah, this is just a nice drive. There'll be a few of these drives, but most of this game is thankfully inside buildings, clipping through walls. But now it's time for the street test, where we get to learn about how we deal with criminals on the street. We're gonna frisk these boys. which again requires using the numpad. I have to use numpad plus to do this. That last guy, you have to spam WASD in order to be able to arrest him right away, or you have like an awkward pause. All right, so in this cutscene, watch how the camera darts around. So there's supposed to be voice lines describing each of these groups, but because the voice lines aren't playing, it's just rapidly firing through the cutscene, and the cutscene looks all bungled. Yeah, these guys all go straight to the Shadow Realm. You'll notice that after I throw them down to the ground, they all just disappear. So, I mean, who knows what happens to them? I mean, I don't know. All right, watch this guy closely in this next cutscene. Open the door, close the door. This guy's got some problems, though. He's very, very confused by this car strategy. All right, so we're almost done here. One thing I do want to give a little warning about is that this game does have licensed music, and some of that licensed music has obscenities in it. So if you don't want people to hear obscenities, I would not listen for the next 10 seconds because Big Pun is on the radio. He's gonna say lots of words, and I'm not gonna repeat them. Is how it's gonna go down. Yeah, it's don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. So now we're gonna do some save and loads, and the reason we're doing a save and load is ordinarily, in order to proceed to the next part of the game, we would have to do a city crime, and city crime is a random, you know, just like one of the crime alerts, and we actually address the crime and solve it, and we would have to do that in order to progress in the main game. But by doing this set of save and loads, we're able to skip that. We can pretty much just continue on with the main game. Now we enter the main phase of the game, in which we're trying to constantly get taxis. Taxis are a form of fast travel, not unlike you know, GTA 4, those kinds of games. If I had voice lines on, Christopher Walken would be in this cutscene, but whoops. Since this is a marathon, I will be saving. Ordinarily, you would just back out of the save prompt. But now we get to really go into the main part of the game. So after that intro act where we learned how to be a police officer, we've been tasked by Christopher Walken with figuring out who the corrupt cop in the police department is. And we're going to accomplish that by going after 4 crime families. And so now we have started hunting the Magdalena cartel, the first of the 4 crime families. I should mention this game has auto aim, so if it looks like I'm cheating, it's basically because I am. You just you hold down the auto aim button and wave the gun around, and it just murders people. Yeah, it's really good. Cool, so now we're going to do the same thing again, and we get to find a taxi. I'm going to spend a lot of this run running around trying to make taxis generate. I think I just despawned one. I have 3 directions taxis could approach me from. Alright, exciting game. See, this is why no one in their right mind runs this game, is because you basically just lose minutes to taxis every run guaranteed, and there's nothing you can do about it. All right, this is an exciting mission. We're going to get introduced to the interrogation mechanic of this game, and one of the main reasons we save a lot of time by turning voice lines off. So first off, I need to get this man off his motorcycle. And then I need to prepare him to talk to me, and I do that by shooting him again. And now he's ready to talk. Since we don't have voice lines, this interrogation is just going to consist of me rapidly punching this man until he tells me what I want. Yeah. So there you go. That's interrogating. I reasoned with him using the only way I know how. We're going to do that a lot in this run. That's basically the mission structure, is that I interrogate one person, and then they tell me where the next criminal is, and I go to that location, and I interrogate another criminal. So this is Safe House, which is actually not safe. we're just going to pop right out of bounds, skip a bunch of triggers. By walking out of bounds here, not only am I getting to the next part of the level faster, but I'm also preventing some doors from closing. You might wonder, hey PMC, why are you constantly shooting your gun all the time? And the reason for that is because shooting the gun causes Marcus to enter into a run and gun state. And the run and gun state makes you go faster. So whenever I have the pistol out, I'm gonna be shooting it probably just to go faster. And you can also go fast by using the auto aim state, but auto aim also makes you look at people, so you generally want to control the direction you're going in. This is Cold Beer Man. The only way to defeat Cold Beer Man is by hitting him where it hurts in his giant cold beer letters. But we also have to interrogate him too. Strike, reason. No, sorry, that's demand. I'm sorry. It's demand and reason is what I'm doing. Anyway, we're gonna shoot our way to the exit. Yep, back to looking for taxis. So sometimes you'll have a taxi in front of you and you'll hope that the light doesn't change so you can get in it, but let me tell you folks, the light always changes. But time to go to the museum where we're going to treat artifacts with respect, the respect that the artifacts deserve. Because this is a stealth sequence, so we're going to do that by just running around and shooting everything. We're basically too fast for the guards to catch up with us at this point. Don't worry, all these priceless artifacts are being shot so I can go fast. Pay attention to the sign here in the elevator. The Aztec Chieftains. Yep, another sped up cutscene. Pick up a gun to kill these guys quicker. I used up all the ammo. And then we interrogate again. Cool. Yeah, let's get some carbonated sugar. My favorite soda. So the game is going to try and get us to do a task, which is a type of mission that you can do if you fail a mission. This game has a condition where you can fail a mission, but still not game over. So what happens is that you'll be able to do a task from an informant, and that will put you back on the track to doing story missions, but we're never going to do that because we're a perfect cop and we're never going to fail. Anyway, we're going to go to an insane asylum now where totally normal things are going to happen. We're going to bust out of our jacket, and there's an alternate strat where we can drag one of these guys out of bounds, but I'm just going to do the normal strat for safety. We have to basically fight all these guys and heavy punch combo them. And then the musical artist Beetlejuice shows up and asks us to jump through the window, but we decline. And we're just going to go through the wall. I want you all to appreciate this New York City skyline with me and these carefully detailed cars. So we need this guy's weapon for the boss at the end of this level. Pick that up. Clip back out of bounds. I don't know how good the game audio is, but if you're listening, turn up your audio right now. All right, Windows. He loads a Windows sound into his shotgun. I don't know why though. It happens every time though. That's consistent. It always makes a Windows sound. We punched that man so hard that a smaller man pops out of him. So here there's a random chance about what car we can't take a taxi for this sequence. It's considered a driving mission, so we pretty much have to take a car. A police car will usually be our best option. But yeah, this is just the driving sequence. I'm gonna be driving for like the next 20 seconds. Hey, how are all of you? This is True Crime New York City. It's a video game where we have a normal one. Right now we're going to the opera to fight Magdalena. As I said, one of the best parts of this game is the music. Yeah, so if we drive with our camera facing the other way, generally speaking, cars won't spawn in front of us. I mean, it's like a 95% thing. Cars are not going to spawn in front of us. This game isn't quite that consistent. Alright, here we are. Oh, that was actually kind of a respectable turn for this engine. We got to our destination, and here we go. We're going to the opera. But anyway, the opera's boring, so I'm going to clip out of bounds. An important note about what I just did, you can use attack animations to cancel fall damage by continuing to attack while you're falling. Anyway, this boat is the boss of the level. So I'm going to kill this boat before it spawns, and so that way, as soon as the boat spawns, the level will end. Cool. So, but the level's not over yet, because we have to make the boat spawn now. And we're going to do that by shooting people through the floor, as you do. So I'm going to use auto aim to just murder all of the goons through the floor. Every time you see +3 career, someone has died. Yeah, there you go. And then once the music changes, you know you're done. Important routing decision. We choose Shadow Tongue there. As you progress through the game, enemies have better weapons and more health. By doing Shadow Tongue second, the run, it becomes a lot safer. But now we're gonna go fight the Goths in their nightclub, their goth nightclub, in the most 2000s scene possible. There's a cool skip here that hopefully I can get first try. Alright, I think that should be good. I should be able to roll. Yeah, okay. We're out? Yeah, we're out. Good. Okay, cool. We got it first try. That's very good. So this is the boss of this level. There's supposed to be 3 waves of enemies, but if we go out of bounds, the boss of the level is just sitting out of bounds, and killing the boss of the level will end the level immediately because this girl pops out of the coffin and runs out of the door, which is, you know, it's what you do when you go to the goth nightclub. So, but now the goths are going to pursue us, so we have to shoot more goths. Yeah, so this is one of 2 sorry, this is one of 2 rail shooter sequences in this game. So we're kind of stuck here for a little bit. The rail shooter sequences are basically just the situation of, you know, kill and don't get killed. So we're pretty much stuck here. One fun thing you can do during this auto-scroller is there's a black car up here that's close enough to the auto-scroller where if you mash E as you roll by it, it causes the game to crash and you get ejected into space. Obviously, I'm not going to do it, but it's that car right there that we just passed, so if you have a copy of this game, you can boot it up and have fun with it. Yeah, there's also ramps in New York City right now. I don't know why. I assume that's normal. If anyone from New York City can confirm that, I would appreciate it. All right. The game tries to get traffic out of the way of the auto-scroller, but it's not really perfect. The collision physics are essential in this. Cool. So things are going okay so far. We have a few more waves of enemies. There we go. We got a confirmation. We're good. Yeah, the main goal here really is not to die, and ideally you want to avoid getting pushed around at all, because getting pushed around will cause you to lose time as well. Yeah, just don't worry about that car in the background going over the ramp. So now we have one more wave of enemies, and we'll be done with this rail sequence. Oh wow, that motorcycle was coming at me, but we're fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Everything's fine here. Don't worry about the motorcycles getting punted by cars. It's fine. Cool. Oh, hey, taxi. So the next mission has a really, really cool skip. This is a mission called Hard Sell, and it used to be that Hard Sell required like 4 minutes of driving, but now it requires less than a minute of driving for very cool reasons. I mentioned earlier that there's a subset of missions called tasks that you can do if you fail a mission. And so one of the ways that you take tasks is by going to informants. We're going to intentionally fail a mission in a specific way, and then we're going to go visit informant, but because the informant is the same location as the next mission, it's going to instantly start the next mission because it's a good video game. I don't know why. Also, more cool tunes. As I said, this game does have a good licensed soundtrack. It's probably the reason it'll never get published again, but it's a good soundtrack. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, God. That happens something. Yeah, okay, all right. Just get that car out of the road. Sorry. As I said, usually traffic doesn't spawn in front of you, but, you know, we all make sacrifices. So we're going to intentionally... Oh, wait. Come on. We're going to intentionally fail this interrogation. And then we're going to go back outside, destroy our truck, and then it's going to say, oh, you failed. We're going to visit informant, but it actually just takes us to the next mission. So it's fine. I mentioned earlier that if you attack while going out of bounds, you can prevent fall damage. Okay, well, so there I messed it up. We're going to try it again, don't worry. This is like a pretty easy thing to mess up. Important note about these sofas, only punch the sofas once. If you punch the sofas twice, your game will crash. There we go. So now I did a combo while falling out of bounds, and I took no fall damage. Cool. All right. Now time for more interrogation. Yeah. If you don't punch the sofa twice. Please don't do it. All right, time to go to a boat. It's a human cargo, a favorite of runners of this game. Human cargo is going to have a lot of weird sequence break stuff as we're running through a cargo ship. But first thing, we got to steal this man's taxi because we're nowhere near the start of the mission. The mission's all the way back off the road. All right. So now we have another guy that we need to interrogate, but he's trying to get away from us, and so we're gonna chase him down. We're gonna just jump around that door. Don't worry about that one. We're gonna try and get this crate to come down. All right, we got it. Good. So that's the guy at the question mark that we're trying to chase down. He thinks he can outrun us, but he's got another thing coming. So when we're climbing up these ladders, I need to have him right next to me. Okay, so I failed that, but we didn't soft block, so we're gonna do backup strats. You can get up that ladder before him. It's not as helpful as you might think, because getting up the ladder before him, he's not. We can't actually interrogate him just yet. So we have to hit this 3 times. I'm just gonna bait these guys away from the door so I can do it 3 times. All right, nah, see, that guy didn't get baited. There we go. Okay, cool. So now we need to get through here. So there's another crate that we need to have come over to us by activating this switch. All right, so interesting little bit of trivia. These guys have really good pathing. So good that they can't come to me. They're just stuck. So we're waiting for that crate in the background there to come over to us. And they can't walk over to us. There's, I don't know. There's a force field. They just can't do it. Maybe I can take like a selfie with them or something, you know? Would probably be pretty good. All right, we have to go over. Oh boy. Cool. All right. So if you're playing on Xbox at home, you can't actually win this fight. This fight is impossible on Xbox because they shipped the wrong build of the game. It's not humanly possible, is what I'm told. I've never played the game on Xbox, but that seems to be the what everyone believes. All right, well, buy that guy. Yeah, fade into the Shadow Realm for him. Another interrogation. So now we're gonna do another save and load strat here just to avoid having to drive back to the road to get a taxi. So again, save and then load. This causes us to spawn at the precinct. And then we'll get a taxi and go to the next mission from here. I said, there we go. We'll get a taxi, thank you. So if you've ever been to Chinatown in New York City, the next place that we're going to is definitely a place that you will recognize, and it's definitely a location that exists in real life. It's just this giant underground cavern under New York City where apparently they do crimes. So now we're chasing Leland, who's the boss of the Game-a-thon crime syndicate, and we have to hunt him down. So it's really easy to fall to your death here. Hopefully I won't do that. Also, check out this ladder climbing speed. By auto aim walking into the ladder, you can pretty much reliably do that. It's really good. Wait, whoopsies. There we go. There we go. That's how you climb ladders, folks. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. We ain't afraid of no ladder in this video game. All right, most dangerous part of the run right here. Okay, good. Woo. All right, we're gonna try and chain punch him and see how long that works, and otherwise you're just gonna knock him down with a radial punch. All right, cool. So that's phase 1 of this, and now we're gonna do some exciting wall climbing sequences. Yeah, I hope you guys like classic wall climbing gameplay. A really important note, we stick to the right side of the wall here because if you climb on the left, it'll screw up his pathing and it creates a chance that he'll just fall off and die, in which case you fail the mission. What's really good too is on the third wall, there's a chance that we can get infinite boxes where the boxes will spawn sort of too fast for me to climb. And if you do actually make it to the top, you discover that there's a giant vibrating mass of boxes at the top. It hasn't happened to me in a while, but we're in a marathon, so hey, who knows, right? Yeah, so here's where it would happen if it's gonna happen. Nah, I think we're okay. We're safe from the giant mass of vibrating boxes this time. It makes a really good noise too. I'm almost kind of disappointed I can't show it off. Oh, that box is just stuck there. That box was too priceless to throw down. We're gonna grab some health for safety. It's just making a nice churning noise, which I really appreciate. Alright, so we're gonna have a final fight on the only place that it's worth having a final fight, subway tracks. You could say that this run has really gone off the rails now. So we're gonna stick to the same strategy. We're just gonna knock him down. Oh no, wait, oh wait, alright, wait, he's fine, don't worry about it. The train doesn't actually do that much damage, but it would have been kind of embarrassing, and we were so close to getting him too. Alright, cool, we're done. We got him. Oh wait, oh that's right, we like puns on this channel. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. We can work with that. So now we're gonna go attack the mob, the Palermo mob, and if you're gonna hunt down the mob, there's only one place that you need to go, and that's your local Italian restaurant. Okay. Apparently they also know about the chain punches. So once I get this one guy to low enough health, the other one runs away. But that also means he stops blocking, so... Alright, since this is a marathon, we're gonna go for some comedy strats. Yo, this guy needs to cool out. He's dead. This guy also needs to cool out. You know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Oh, Alright, so this guy's ready. Gino's ready to talk to us now. Oh no, wait, if I can get the Gino. Come on, there we go. Oh, Coco's really happy because I skipped calling it a pizza shovel. There we go. Yeah, look at these nice pizza shovels. Yeah, I'm gonna take one with me. Apparently that's called a peel. I don't know if any of y'all know that, but... I picked one up because it was time to peel out of here. Well, I'm sure you guys have been dying for, like, dying to go to the mortuary. God, I can't even tell jokes straight. I've been playing this game too much. You ever just completely fail delivery? It's called DiGiorno. Oh, whoopsies, didn't mean to do that. Alright, so this level's really short. We're just gonna piece right out. Just fall through. We almost die. That's kind of unfortunate that we didn't get the cancel there, but... Then we're gonna clip out again. And that was the whole level, pretty much, folks. Cool. But the mortician is trying to get away, so we have to chase the mortician down. Oh god. Oh boy, that's bad. So we need to chase down this vehicle, and as you can tell, the driving physics aren't really great. But I got good news, folks, because sometimes bad physics are good. I'm gonna try and get a pit maneuver here. I need him to speed up for this to work, though. There we go. That's what a pit maneuver looks like. I don't know if you've ever seen a pit maneuver in real life, but that's how it works. That's just you just come up behind the car and it totally spins out. Anyway, he's ready to talk to us now, so we're gonna interrogate him again. Cool. Okay. Folks, we've been playing video games for a while, and if there's one thing that it's important to do when you've been playing video games for like way too long, I want to, you know, get up and exercise. So let's go to the gym as soon as I can get a taxi. Here we go. All right, please don't do anything I'm about to do. Oh wow, she is invincible? What? Okay, that's bad. There we go. All right, that's better. We've recovered. That lady, she was not taking our crap, that lady. Oh. There we go, we're fine. So that's, you know, sometimes you just gotta go to the gym and throw around your weight. Throw your weight around. I did it again. God, idioms are a fiction. Anyway, we gotta stay on track in this speed run. We have to chase her around, and then eventually we'll be able to interrogate her. Anyway, yeah. So if you don't actually chase her, she just jumps out the front window, and you fail the mission. It's a really good cutscene, actually. Cool. But anyway, now that we went to the gym, we got another front business to investigate. We have to go to the loan office. We're gonna take out a mortgage. You might say that this particular mission is very taxing. Yeah, easy mortgage and loan. So simple. As usual, we're just gonna piece right out of bounds, because actually going through levels is way too slow. We have to jump into this elevator in order to load the next level. And then once we load the next level, we can just not use the elevator door. Now, in order to interrogate the guy at the end of this, we do have to murder a bunch of people. Please do not tell Valve Anti-Cheat about this part of the game. Hello? There we go. Okay. So we have to shoot a bunch of people through the wall again. Cool. Yay, Tony! How's it going? Alright, Tony told us where we need to go. And folks, you'll never believe it where the mob leader is. The mob leader is on a construction site, and then none of y'all saw us coming. It's just the mob front business at the Tower of Pizza. Okay. So this is one of the longer missions in the game, and we're going to be trying to skip a few triggers for spawning enemies, but other than that, we're pretty much going to be doing it as intended. So here, we're going to clip through this wall. Cool. And we also have to jump when we do that, because there's a chance that we can just fall to our death. And then we're going to stay to the left of this wall and do a gun dive there, and that'll allow us to prevent some more enemy triggers. Ooh, this guy has an AK. Ho, ho, ho. Sometimes he has a shotgun, which isn't as good, but the AK is particularly effective. That guy just fell through the scaffolding. He's supposed to be standing on top of it. He's having a normal one. The running is fast because this is the PC version of the game, which has sped up animations, and also by firing my gun all the time, I'm able to remain in a run and gun state, which makes me also go faster. So now we get to just enjoy a little mini auto scroller section where we ride this elevator and shoot boys. We can also lock onto them through the floor once they spawn. Also, this guy, total chump. Bye. So yeah, we're just rising to the occasion, as you do when you're fighting crime in New York City. A real towering accomplishment. Another chump. Cool, all right. So we're almost done here. We got like one more floor of these guys. All right, so now we have one more criminal to deal with. And that is the leader of the Palermo mob. But we're gonna have to deal with his powerful crane technique. It's very effective. Alright, there we go. Easy peasy. Alright, so now we're on to the final crime family, which is the President's Club, where all the leaders in this particular crime organization have named themselves after what they believe are presidents. It doesn't always work out, but thank you, Motorola, for sponsoring this drug den. Yeah, well, so President Lincoln, that's president, right? Oh, that is not. Oh no, sometimes if you grab the ladder at the wrong frame of animation, you get the slowest ladder climb you've ever seen. You can think about what you've done by grabbing the ladder in that manner. So we have to kill all these guys in order to progress. And then we have to interrogate President Lincoln, who you may remember famously as having a minigun. There we go. He has now dropped the minigun. Yo, you see that back there? That's a big fan of this game. All right, here we go. So now we're on to the next president. He's given us the information that we need. And we can keep going. Oh, oops, he grabbed a gun. Oh, no, 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 come on, come on. Here we go. All right, so now we're gonna go to a nightclub and investigate some murder. Also sponsored by Motorola. But as usual, instead of searching for suspects, we're just gonna annex it right out of bounds. Yo, important note, if you're playing this game casually, go slowly under lasers. I've never played this game casually, so I have no idea what that means, but it sounds like good advice. And then we'll just go right back out of bounds and on our way. All right, so coming up here is going to be the next rail shooter sequence, where Twitch chat will become a little different for a bit. Yeah, we all remember President Hamilton. Don't worry about it. So anyway, this sequence is going to have the music Homicide chat, which is a bit of a meme. So we're no longer in Twitch chat. We're now at Homicide chat, so watch out. Stay safe out there. I believe Homicide Chat was the song that was commissioned for this game. It's performed by an artist named Sam Scarfo, who's still around. But unfortunately, Homicide Chat not on Spotify. There is other Sam Scarfo music on Spotify, though. What you just saw there was a really good example of a chain reaction death. Sometimes when cars explode in front of other cars during an auto-scroller, it'll instantly kill the cars that are following the exploding car. So that's really convenient for us because it's helping to reduce the amount of damage that we're taking. Also, shout outs to Ghost Motorcycle. We got a little Ghost Motorcycle buddy. He's going to hang out with us for a bit. The reason this happens is because of the chain reaction explosion. If you can chain reaction on motorcycles, the motorcycle will stay upright instead of crashing. And that guy just drives through the ramp. He's too good for ramps. Yep, good Ghost Motorcycle still coming with us. Yeah, Ghost Motorcycle still going strong. So now we have 3 dumpster trucks around us. I'm gonna go ahead and take out this lead one, hoping it'll block one of the other ones. Yeah, there you go. So it'll slow down one of them. That helps also reduce damage. One of my friends thought 187 was an area code. I had to tell him, no, it is not an area code. You sweet summer child. Oh, that motorcycle is going for a ride. Bing! I really love Telephone Guy. He's one of my favorites in this song. Yeah, reminder that I have my mouse set to 9,000 DPI in this game in order to control it. So free aiming, not as free as I would like it to be. So this auto-scroller is longer than the song Homicide Chat, but instead of making the auto-scroller shorter or playing a different song, they just loop the song. So it just starts over again. Excellent design. A+ all around, folks. Good job. Anyway, we killed that guy, so that's the end of the auto-scroller. We are free now from auto-scrollers. You are all free now. Now we have to get another vehicle for a short driving section. Again, we typically want a police car. That's going to be our normal thing. The fastest are like sports cars or sports bikes, but those are much less common, and typically you want to get in a car as soon as possible. So I'm not facing the camera the other way here, just so I don't miss my turn. It's a pretty short drive. Then now I'm going to face it around the other way. So hey, how's everyone doing? We're getting close to the end of the run. We only got like 5 more missions. We're close to finding out who the real corrupt cop is. We've almost gotten all the pieces of information we need from the criminal families to determine who the real criminal was. I wish the real criminal was Christopher Walken, but alas, if he is a criminal, we're not going to catch him now. Alright, so there's like a 5% chance we can get a Mega Jump in this game. If you've seen Mega Jump in GTA 3, it's just like that, except it's super inconsistent. So I'm going to try for it though, because I have a backup strat. I'm a madman. Alright, ready? Here we go. Nope, nope. No, okay, no super jump, but it's okay. We got backup strats. Alright, so now we're going to use our gun to explode this truck ahead of time. That'll be useful in a second. Yeah, I do appreciate that we were fighting on electrified subway rails, don't worry. That is not lost on me. I am not shocked by that information, unlike the people on the subway rails. Nope. Alright, so this guy's going to get into this truck, but then the truck is already exploded, so he's going to immediately pop out of the truck. And we're going to go wait for him. He's going to show up right here. We can't interrogate him until he comes to this spot, so we just have to wait for him to come to us. Very good. All right, we're coming in on the home stretch here. We are now going to enter the 2-mission sequence for fighting the last head of the last crime family. But we have to get a taxi first. Not even the last taxi, though. We do get one more taxi. Oh, yo, come on. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, what? Don't make left turns. Left turns are illegal. That was an illegal left turn. Should arrest that guy. Nope, no. Marcus, please. Don't get distracted now. All right, here we go. All right, let's go drop some sick bars at this recording studio. So the bad news is they capture us and they take all our weapons. So that means that we sort of have to scrounge for weapons. And there's a real chance that I could just get murdered, like super murdered, like right here. But I'm gonna try and go anime on this guy. Yo, anime achieved, let's go. Alright, I'm gonna take these boys' pistols. Ooh, 250s. That's very good. Cool. Alright, now to the next floor. Oh man, that looks like that guy got off on the wrong foot. Get ammo for one of our guns. It's really important that we don't run out of ammo because, again, we'll absolutely get murdered if we don't have guns. If we bring our fist to a gunfight, we actually lose that. It's confirmed. Alright, that guy had a bad day. So we have to hit this switch in order to end the level. You can get into that room by clipping through walls, but the exit doesn't activate until you hit that switch. So it's kind of unfortunate, but true. And now we're just going to auto aim walk all the way back to where that was before. I hope you guys are ready for an exciting katana fight. Just a waltz past everyone, don't worry about it. Yeah, that's Benjamin. That's President Benjamin Franklin. You all remember when he was president. Don't lie to me. So anyway, bamboo is harder than our fists. Please, thank you. Okay. Okay, well, okay, he's doing things. Oh, that is okay. Please pick up the bamboo. There you go. Okay, cool. So that's the end of the first phase. There are 3 phases to this fight. That one was kind of slow, but we didn't get knocked down too much, which is good. We didn't take too much damage either. So this is phase 2. Oh wow. Okay. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Oh boy. That's sometimes he just goes nuts. In which case we have to be a little more defensive and pick up that health. But he also doesn't use wake up attacks a lot, so we're able to bully him on wake up. And that's the end of phase 2. He drops his sword and runs away, as you do. I mean, what's cooler than a katana fight on one rooftop? The answer is a katana fight on 2 rooftops with 2 katanas is the answer. Thank you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Wow. 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 All right. Just gonna go for safety strats here. Oh wow. He still hit me. Okay. Whatever. The hitboxes here are not what I would call consistent. All right. This is really dangerous. Oh, I might be dead. I might be dead. Oh, no, wait. We're still good. We're still good. Magic Pixel. Throw the sword. Throw the sword. Yes. All right, we're good. That was really close. That did not go the way I wanted at all. But Magic Pixel got us out of there. Don't worry about it. All right, now we need to get one last taxi to get to the end of the game. So as it turns out, the real criminal was our police mentor from the beginning of the game. And he's been trying to get away, but he has spent the entire game, the whole game, he's been trying to get away using the New York City subway. Which, let me tell you folks, if you ever try to plan a getaway, don't use the subway. Like, I don't know what you're doing here, buddy, but it's not your best plan. Okay, this could kill me. Don't kill me. Yep, all right. All right, cool. So this is the good cop ending. I am a good cop. I am getting the good cop ending. Don't worry about it. Time will end up here. I am running an auto splitter, so the time will end automatically once I jump into this cutscene. And bam, there we go. 56-56. Yo, this was a lot of fun. I hope you all had a lot of fun watching. This is True Crime New York City. I'm PMC Trilogy. Enjoy the rest of the marathon.